UNBS, we might be having limited staff. We may not reach all corners of the country, but we are trying our best to be everywhere. We have offices in northern Uganda, that's in Gulu. We have offices in eastern Uganda, Mbale. We have offices in western Uganda, Mbarara. We have offices in Kampala office, that's at Katwe. We have an office, the head office at Bwegere. Then we also have at the borders. We have an office in Lira, in Jinja, but we realize that there are other corners of Uganda where UNBS may not be physically, but maybe mobile, where we go once in a while. But you realize that our journalists are in every corner of the world. So if we partner with journalists, they will help us spread the standards message, the quality message to our Ugandans in a language that the local people understand. So that's why we are partnering with journalists. It's one of our strategy in the new UNBS strategy of growing quality enterprises, because we have shifted. We've been known for policing, closing businesses, seizing products, but now we've changed strategy to hand-holding micro, small, and medium enterprises to meet the quality standards. And one way of hand-holding is by sharing information so that the population is aware about standards, what they need to do, how they can get product certification, and the best way to get to the publics is through the media. So that's why we are partnering with the media today. And foremost, we encourage all entrepreneurs to get UNBS certification and take out only goods that are certified by UNBS. Some of those bilateral relations that we have or the issues is because people take or enterprises take products out of the country, and upon reaching the other side, those products are not certified. For example, the maize issue that was in South Sudan, and where we had to put up, staff immediately to go and do certification because the maize that was going there was not certified. So our humble request to enterprises is that if you're planning to export out of Uganda, make sure you get the UNBS quality mark so that what you export is certified. Our quality mark, we have an arrangement in the East African community. If goods are certified in Uganda, they'll go to Kenya, Tanzania, and wherever without quality checks done again because they trust our quality mark. That's why you've also seen goods in Uganda that have the KEBS mark. When they come here, they are certified by Kenya. So that means here, because we have harmonized our standards, the quality standards are already met. So our appeal to enterprises, most especially those exporting, but also even at the local market, because even Ugandans need to consume safe products. Ensure you get your product certified by UNBS.
The Law Governing Legal Metrology is called the Weights and Measures Act of 1965, Chapter 84 in the laws of Uganda. That law, we humbly request for speedy amendment by the Parliament of Uganda. The law, in some parts, are obsolete. For example, the fine is, if you are found using the weighing scale without stand, fine is 3,000 Uganda shillings. So now, if you are finding somebody 3,000, that person will return the receipt. Or imprisonment of 2 months. So Ugandans, and imagine it says, for example, somebody of a way bridge who can buy goods in a barrel, and the law is fining him 2,000 Uganda shillings. So they don't need this to be. And even there are now new technologies which have come, which are not in the law, like a water meter. So we cannot do things which are not in the what? So we just request for, so that the new technologies can be put in the law, so that we can also enforce to protect health, to promote fair trade in Uganda for the betterment of our country.
Regarding standards that are not told, the story we've been getting about standards has been a story of UNBS impounding goods, closing businesses because they don't have the quality mark. the Q mark. But behind every failure of a business to have a Q mark, behind us having fake products on market or counterfeit products on market, there is a reason, and that reason could be that the manufacturer is not aware, or the manufacturer has failed to comply, or that Uganda as a country, we have failed to manage our borders, because our borders are porous. So people are importing goods from other countries and bring them into Uganda, or that the citizens don't know their rights to quality goods, and therefore they are not demanding. So if a journalist can look at all these angles to do with the law, angles to do with what is happening in the market, angles to do with what happens in the lab when when lab technicians are working on these goods, and how individuals or companies that have engaged UNBS to get the quality mark have gone through the process, how easy or how difficult it has been, and how they managed to eventually get the quality mark. If the journeys of these different people are put together by simply focusing on the human face. Yeah, human face as a consumer, human face as a market, human face as a technician in form of a lab attendant, human face in terms of who is affected and who benefits from quality. We think that these would be good angles that would encourage companies to look for, or to find, to get the quality mark for their products, but also for citizens to demand their rights.